What's up, guys? We are at the Javits Center in New York City for Fanatics Fest, one of the biggest, if not the biggest and best sports card show in the world. I am so pumped to get to show you guys everything today, from the activations, the cards, the grails. There's museum quality stuff in here. It's all right behind here. I can't wait to show you guys. Check this out, man. We got Lady Liberty jamming to Fanatics basketball. This is gonna be bonkers. Let's go. We're gonna loop around the whole place just to kind of get a bearing for where we're at, because there's just so much to see here. It's like super overwhelming. It's like overstimulating almost. There's just so many things happening. So check that out. Tom Brady Super Bowl game used football. All of the Brady signed Super Bowl tickets down here as well. Wow, check these out. These are all signed Tom Brady rookie cards. This one's got a really cool, neat inscription. 7-time Super Bowl champ, 5 MVPs. And this was a really popular set here too. This was the Bowman Chrome set. I love the color ink in that autograph. I believe that number 12 out of 50 Brady from this specific set still has yet to be found. That would be a huge card if it ever gets discovered. Yo, check this out. From the Dunkin' Donuts Super Bowl commercial, Brady's jacket. Oh, it looks like they all signed it up here as well. Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, really neat stuff. We're gonna see a ton of neat memorabilia here today. You can go to museums sometimes for some of the high-level quality stuff that we're gonna see that's just out here on display, which is really neat. We'll get some deals today, but I'm honestly also partly here just as a fan, you know, as somebody who's really interested to see how Fanatics is growing the hobby. Doing something like this is pretty unique, so I'm excited to see who we meet, what we see. It's just really, really cool. So one of the neat things about Fanatics Fest that's different than any traditional card show, you have the card show going on in the middle of the show floor, but on the outside you have all of these really cool activations that fans get to have. So this is the Major League Baseball section. You'll see here on the side, we've got a full-on bullpen happening where you can go in, throw a couple pitches, win a prize. Behind me here, there's a ton of different memorabilia, really cool cards, different hats, game-used bats and stuff like that on display for fans to go check out. On the other side, you can take pictures in your favorite team's jerseys. There's a little BP section over in that corner as well. MLB Network is going to be here filming throughout the day as well. So on top of just a lot of activity to do, Fanatics is doing an excellent job at marketing this event. All of the major networks are here, all of the major sports leagues are here, and they're sending representatives to make this a really widely known event. What Fanatics is trying to do is get sports fans to become collectors, and stuff like this is an amazing, amazing thing. So let's hope that the right arm is loose and ready to go. I don't think I've thrown a pitch in quite a long time. My goal here, you get 3 throws. I gotta throw at least 1 strike. I don't even think I'm messing with the off speed. I'm just throwing 3 fastballs right in there. Get me 1 strike, I'll be happy. Loosening up the right arm here. I'm at Fanatics Fest, about to do the MLB strike throw. Hopefully I can get at least 1 strike in there. Just gonna throw 3 fastballs, hopefully right down the middle. Not doing any off-speed stuff today. I don't know if the old elbow can handle it, but let's see how it goes.
To give away some free passive balls, so if you guys are interested in that, make sure you guys stick around.
All right, here we go. 1 second. Yep.
We have the show.
We're gonna wind up. We're gonna wind up this time. Oh, off the crossbar. That's pretty fun. I'm absolutely gonna feel that tomorrow. I'll take 1 strike. I'll take 1 strike.
145 I can do on that.
Let me see. What if we did? Oh, I was at 3. You're at 345. Here you go, 320. I can do 320.
We have it at 370 stickers. 340 is probably my lowest.
340?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go. 340. Cool. Deal down. Thank you. All right, guys, first deal down at Fanatics Fest. Check this out. When in New York, not a Yankee for the first pickup, it's actually a Met. This is the first time I've owned it, a perfect PSA 10 rookie of Mike Piazza from the 1992 Bowman set. I love this set, I love that card. And for my true old school vintage guys, I picked up a 1969 Harmon Killebrew auto with the perfect 10 auto. I scooped this up for a good price. Harmon Killebrew autographs are always in demand because he has one of the most aesthetically pleasing autographs. Harmon Killebrew is kind of known for really making sure that he took his time on every autograph that he signed for fans. There's actually a story that there has been several times when Harmon Killebrew was signing at card shows and he saw some of the more modern signatures. If he thought that the signature wasn't up to quality, he would, slap the marker out of the guy's signing hand and be like, you need to respect the fans and give a true good autograph. So this is a perfect example of that. I love the look of this card. I'm stoked to pick it up. First deal down at the Fanatics Fest. This is one of my favorite Michael Jordan cards of all time, and I actually have a little bit of history about the set that this comes from. This is a 1985 Nike promo Michael Jordan. Now this set came out before his 86 Fleer, quote, rookie card that everyone knows today. What makes this set really cool and unique is that this was actually a promotional item that was sold with Nike sneakers in 1985. Now, Jordan obviously made the bold decision to sign with Nike early in his career, but what I think is really neat is that this person actually has the complete set of the Nike promo cards. There was only 6 of these cards that you could get when you bought a pair of Nike shoes or shirt or whatever back in the day. They actually just handed it to you in a packet as like a promo, like a thank you for purchasing a Nike product. Now, the Nike Air Jordan image on this card is why I like it so much. What's also a fun fact about these cards is that these are actually just smaller versions of posters that were created. So this is just a very small, tiny copy of a larger poster that was also produced by Nike back in the day. So really cool find out here at the Fanatics Fest, and really love this card. Check this out, guys. So I just bought a Mike Piazza rookie, and look who's on stage right here.
Timo Perez didn't really thought of it.
Mike Piazza in the flesh. I should try to say, sign my rookie card.
They were.
So the prizes for the Fanatics games, the first year they're doing this, is insane. Literally, they've got this carded. $1 million in cash sitting right here to the winner of the Fanatics games. Then you've got an 04 LeBron refractor rookie and a Beckett 9.5. That is ridiculous. And then last but not least, a freaking Ferrari, guys. So this is the Museum of Greatness. Now, what is behind me, guys? Some of this stuff is better than what you will see in Cooperstown or some of the best museums in America related to sports memorabilia. So Fanatics was able to curate some of the best collections of all time and get them to put their collections on display here. So let's go inside and check this out. Museum of Greatness, presented by Sports Illustrated. Historical baseball. This is what it's all about. All right, guys, so what they have on display here, this is some of the hardest to find still sealed products of Topps over the years. If you look up as well, up on display on some of these racks, you'll actually see sealed Topps packs from as early as the 50s. And look at this one, a 1933 Sport King pack. If you go into that top left one there, that is still sealed. You could have a Babe Ruth card sealed in that pack. That is unbelievable. 51 Bowman, that could have Mantle's rookie. You've got a 55 Topps pack that could have Koufax or Clemente in there. Wow. This is incredible. A 52 Topps sealed rack pack. That is wild. Oh, and check this out, guys. Top right corner. My favorite card of all time. A 1954 Hank Aaron rookie card. And a perfect PSA 10 grade. That is insane. Guys, the hobby holy grail on display here at Fanatics Fest. Check this out. This is a T206 Honus Wagner and a PSA 1.5 grade. Now, for a very, very long time, this card was revered as the most valuable baseball card in the world. Until recently, in 2022, when the Mickey Mantle SGC 9.5 sale of over $12 million surpassed it. Now, many people still believe that the Honus Wagner is the holy grail. It's the iconic image of the vintage card hobby. And it's an incredible piece just to look at. This specific example, even though it has that crease going right up down the left side, is very common for T206 cards from back in the day. Now, the Honus Wagner card has so much value because of the fact that it was pulled from production early on in 1909. Honus Wagner did not agree with his image being produced to market cigarettes. He didn't believe in the sale of tobacco, and a lot of kids were collecting this time period, so his card was then pulled from production. So getting to see this card out in the wild is unbelievably rare. The value of this card will go well into the millions. Guys, how cool is this? A T206 Honus Wagner in the wild. But love Kobe, love MJ. My GOAT, LeBron James.
You are my sunshine.
Some awesome stuff here. What's up, dude?
Hey, Gordy, right?
Luke's got some of the best signed vintage cards in the hobby in his collection. Guys, check this out. A signed Roberto Clemente, 1958 tops. Roberto Clemente's autograph is one of the hardest autographs to obtain because of his tragic early passing. The fact that he's got one from a 1958 top set, ballpoint pen auto, I mean, the population report on that. Do you know what the pop is on that autograph?
3.
Yeah. 3. There's 3 known examples of that card, and you might never see another one of them again. It's pretty astounding to get to see. And you've got a 1960. That one's a little more faint. Just incredible autograph vintage you're seeing here. A signed Satchel Paige 49 Bowman and a signed 48 leaf Larry Doby.
This is the only one, and that's a Pop 7.
That's a Pop 1. Pop 1. That is the only signed Doby 48, 49 leaf example. That is just remarkably cool. I love the Satchel Paige as well. So what got you into signed vintage? I mean, you've been collecting this a long time.
Yeah, probably about 6 or 7 years now, at least. And man, it's just, I love Jackie Robinson, so this is probably
this is the crown jewel.
Yeah, this is the crown jewel. And Satchel Paige was another guy. Larry Doby kind of follows in line. And you buy these cards unsigned to start.
Yeah.
And you realize, like, okay, well, I can't afford the PSA 10, the PSA 9 of these guys, but I want something rare and special, so it's not like a common card. And then you realize, like, he held that, he signed, you know, he took a moment, talked to a fan, like, it just connects you to the player so much more than, like, the unsigned version, right? Obviously, and it's what everybody says, but I also grew up, you know, in the early 2000s when autographs were just starting to make it into the weighted packs. It blew my mind when I could, like, have my nerdy little hobby be, like, combined with the player who sent an autograph. And so when I eventually saw that some of these guys signed these, I was like, okay, that's the perfect mixture of, you know, what I like about the hobby and my favorite players. So.
All right, guys, so I was just scrolling through here. You guys know I'm a huge golfer, and check this out. 1994 Tiger Woods U.S. Amateur, his first win as an AM, PSA 10 grade. I think that's super neat to see. Tiger Woods, undoubtedly my favorite golfer of all time. I might have to start getting into golf collecting a little bit because there's not as much of it, and there's a ton of history attached to golf. I think that's super cool. Man, his first ever win. Do you know what the pop is on that? 1. It's a Pop 1 item, so that's a name your price. That is super cool. So this is a 1969 Mickey Mantle white letter. This is a much more rare variation to the yellow letter, and when they're talking about the white versus yellow letter, it's actually the color of the font and his name from the set. It was a print variation defect in 1969. They're very, very rare. I've actually never seen the McCovey one. He's got the McCovey white letter and a couple of mantles. Pete Rose, a lot to be said about Pete Rose. His market has been starting to move higher as a lot of people are starting to speculate maybe he is going to go to the Hall of Fame. I had it on my checklist to try to find a rookie, and he's got his prices. He knows his prices. He's fair. I actually think $1,250 is a pretty reasonable ask. Let me ask you, if I were to say $1,100.
I already passed on 12, but I'm actually at 13.
You passed on 12.
Yeah,
okay, so $1,250 is your number.
I gave you my number.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that was your ask or your real number. Yeah.
That's my bad.
I like $1,250 there, and then I want to look up the 69 Mantle 5. So you were saying $2,500 on this. Super cool, man. So do you get a lot of stuff walking into your shop? You never know what you're gonna get.
Collections.
Yeah.
Best way for us to source cards by far and away.
Yeah.
And like as I was saying to you before, like all the Bowman we have, we bought a collection from 49 to 54 and the complete set of everything.
Yeah,
Some guy
awesome.
hand collated it through the years, and we ended up buying it from his widow, his wife.
And you never know what's gonna walk through your door on a given day, right?
We've graded and what you see here.
Yeah.
Other than I think this coat fat. No, I bought a 64 set. The only card I didn't grade in this thing was the Clemente. Everything else we bought raw in the shop and graded. bought so many sets, so many people bringing in vintage. Vintage is what I personally play. I'm a big nano guy. That card's gorgeous.
It is.
Razor sharp. So.
Super neat. So I'm checking out the comps here. I don't know if you'll be seeing this on the screen. There was one that sold for $2,500. The rest of the sales below that are like anywhere from $1,100 to $1,800. So he wants to match this comp from REA, which is the high sale. I don't know if I'll be able to get it to load. Yep, there it is. So he's right there, and you know the market value for this card is probably right around 25. It's just a matter of trying to get a deal done for it. I mean, do you have room on this? Could you try to make the deal work?
I mean, I'll listen to an offer, but I'm not going to 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say 2,000. Yeah,
I'd rather keep it.
yeah. 2,000. If I did, where are you at on this one? You said 1,250. I mean,
straight up the lowest I'll go there is 2,400.
24?
Yeah, I don't even want to take $100 off.
Okay, all right.
Just
I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. This one, I'm kicking around. I'll try to.
That's beautifully centered. Actually.
Yeah, no, this is a good
nice
copy.
color on it.
I like that one. And then the McCovey, this is pretty neat. Let me try to check this out as well.
I got room on the Dobie.
Yeah, let me look up the Dobie then. 1949 Dobie.
What do you got there?
Check this out. So Larry Dobie, people like to call this maybe his rookie. I like to think of it as a second-year card. For some reason, I always attribute Leaf to be his true rookie, but both came out in 1949. You can call this a Dobie rookie. He's asking 700 max. Okay, a little damage in the top left corner, but it's still a really pretty card. SGC 1. These will range a lot depending on eye appeal. He's asking 7. He said he's got room. I really want to try to close a deal. Yeah, there's a couple of, you know, there was a sale at $675, $799.
I was gonna do it myself.
How about the pair here, the Dobie and the Rose, $1,750.
1250, 600. I'd be 1850. I'll go to 6 on this and 12 on this. Pretty fair.
I'd split it at 18 just to do something. There we go. Got a deal done. 1800.
Bonkers, is that your name?
Bonkers cards.
Bonkers cards. We're getting bonkers here.
There we have it. What's up, dude? For you, on vintage stuff that you like to buy, I'm just curious, your favorite card before, let's go 1960, like 50s and earlier. Do you have a favorite? Your personal favorite.
So you said before 1960, if I can use 1960, it's 1960 Hemet Sternal Cassius Clay. It's rookie card, Muhammad Ali.
Yeah. Do you have that in your PC?
I had one, and I wanted to sell it to just keep leveling up, and I'm not going to buy back into it until it's as pretty as I want it to be.
Right. That's a really cool card. I never think of that from that era. Yeah. I mean, I'm really into like 40s and 50s baseball. That Jackie
The play
speaks
ball
to me.
DiMaggio's in that mix.
Yeah.
The Jackie's in that mix. Those are a couple of favorites. I love any of those early Bowmans.
Yeah. Again, you were at 8,700 and
No, 84 at 13.7.
13.784. Okay. Yeah, I like that. 13.7. That is the number. That's what literally the last one just did on eBay too.
And go look at that one.
Look at it.
Compared to the color of that one. That's why I thought it was like a price to sell in that range.
Yeah. Do you think this one is worse than yours, or just a very comparable copy?
Yeah, look at the wax stainage.
Yeah.
That thing looks spotless.
Oh yeah, the color is fantastic on that.
Is this a tad more off center? Maybe a little bit, but it is popping color wise.
It's a very good. That copy is just beautiful. So this copy just sold in October for basically 15. Let me go back in here. Yeah, so he's asking 13.7, which is the median average. Last one did 13.8, 14.9. Had a 15,000 sale last year. It's right around $13,000 to $15,000 card. Did you say you turned down offers on that Jackie at a certain number already?
I keep getting offered a bit more than I like. It wouldn't be worth it to me to sell at 12 to 12.5. For me, it's like I get to it. If you get me to 13,
I was going to offer you 12.5 on it. Someone's offered you 12.5.
No, it's like it's been in that range. 12, that's over 12.
Well, I would offer you 12.5 for it.
You give it a 13. That's where I was going to be headed no matter what.
I feel comfortable with 12.5. I couldn't do 13. But I'm your guy for this card. I was scrolling Instagram when you bought that, and I'm like, I am jealous of that card.
I think you're strictly vintage guy. You specialize in this?
Yeah.
I feel like you're going to get close to 15 out of it, if not 15.
I mean, it is a beautiful copy of the card. The high sale is 15 in the last year, but like you know, it's so hard to be able to obtain that without going through.
I was doing this for years before I got to even really offer on one.
Yeah.
You don't see them a lot.
I love it, dude. 12.5. Let's roll.
I really wanted 13 out of it to lay 11,750 down, but
12.5.
I got it. To let that lead, I have to at least be able to go to bed knowing I made $1,000. Most people I would hold to 13, but we haven't done a deal, and I know you're a vintage guy. Meet me in the middle of that.
So you go 12,750.
That's right. I make $1,000, and you know
King
what
of the
I made.
cards, Bonkers cards, first deal at Fanatics Fest. Come on now, Kyle. Let's check this out, man. Jackie Robb. Where'd you pick this up? London?
Miami.
Miami. Oh man. Show it to the camera. Look at its beauty. Look at its beauty. Check it out, man.
That color.
You'll be seeing that on Bonkers cards right there.
Somebody go give them 15K for it, but that color is insane. So it's beautiful.
There's no better card for you and me to get our first deal down than a 48, 49 lead Jackie Robinson. That's what I'm talking about. That's why we come to Fanatics Fest, to see the king of the cards, baby. So I just got a deal done with Kyle, the king of the cards, for his 1949 Leaf Jackie Robinson rookie. I saw him pick up this card in Miami a couple weeks ago as I was scrolling on TikTok. I was like, man, I want that card. The color is great, 12,750. You cannot lose money on a card when it looks like this good. There's sales as high as 15 on it in the last year. I'm so stoked, man. Kyle's a great guy. My first deal down with King of the Cards, and it's a big one here at Fanatics Fest. Well guys, that's gonna wrap up my video on Fanatics Fest, New York City. What an incredible day, man. I mean, there's never been a show that's had the type of memorabilia on display, that's had the amount of celebrities, the athletes. I mean, it was really a spectacle. In terms of the cards, there were a couple of difficult periods I had there. I wasn't able to get a lot of deals done, but we finished big with this 1949 Leaf Jackie Robinson rookie from Kyle at the King of the Cards. Me and his first big deal. I'm super stoked about that. That's the highlight of the show for me. Getting to see all those super cool cards was awesome. I mean, what other card shows do you have a Ferrari just parked right outside in the front of it? I think that's awesome. Javits Center was a beautiful convention center overall, man. So thanks so much for watching this video, guys. And tune in next time for our next video. See you guys later.